Hi, I'm Amber Johnson, and today I'm going to be discussing the theory of the professions and how it relates to emergency management. So what is the theory of professions? Well, the answer is not super straightforward. In my research, I have found that there is no standard theory of the professions. It is an evolving theory that has been reviewed by dozens of sociologists for decades. According to the father of the study of professions, Dr. Talcott Parsons states that a professional should be effectively neutral, universal, collective, achieved, and focus on the specific needs of their clients. For example, a physician should not engage emotionally with their patients. They should remain neutral, and a judge should universally treat everyone the same and not favor those with higher social status. Like I mentioned before, this is an evolving theory that many sociologists have expanded upon. For example, Norman Storer chose to add emotional neutrality, which means that scientists should remain emotionally neutral to their favorite ideas in order to reduce bias in their fields. In fact, there is still work continuing to this day in order to better define the meaning of the theory of the professions, since it is such a large and complicated field of research. Now, how does this tie into emergency management? Well, emergency management is the managerial function charged with creating the framework within communities to reduce vulnerability to hazards and cope with disasters. Emergency managers are the professionals tasked with the responsibility of helping communities and organizations anticipate hazards and vulnerability and undertake measures to more effectively deal with disasters through mitigation, preparedness, response, and recovery. This is related to the theory of professions because emergency managers and other professionals in the field of emergency management must exhibit the characteristics provided by Dr. Talcott Parsons in order to effectively aid a community in its entirety. A professional in the field of emergency management must be effectively neutral. They cannot become emotionally involved with disaster survivors because it could direct their attention away from others in need. They must also universally treat all disaster survivors the same, with no one receiving better treatment than others due to their social status. Emergency professionals must also be collective, meaning they must all operate and work towards a common goal of recovery, response, preparation, or mitigation. They must be achieved, meaning they have their position because they have demonstrated the ability to fulfill their role in a disaster situation. And lastly, they must be able to focus on the specific needs of disaster survivors. It is important for professionals in the field of emergency management to have these attributes so that all of those in a community can mitigate, prepare for, respond to, and recover from disasters equally and effectively. Thank you for watching my presentation and have a great day.